On this week's episode, we talk about... My pick of the week this week is from DC Comics. It's the Command-I Challenge. I know all of you Jack Kirby fans are going to pick this up. The premise of this book is there's a different writer and artist on each issue, and at the end of the issue, they leave it in a huge cliffhanger for the next team to come on and resolve it. This sounds like something really cool that DC Comics is doing for Jack Kirby's 100th birthday. The first issue is coming to you from Dan Abbott, who's doing a great job on Titans right now. He's being backed up by longtime DC artist Keith Giffen. This is a fun, nostalgic throwback to the classic days of comics, and I think you should check this out. I'm going to start merchandise off this week with a really great Doctor Strange figure from Marvel Select. And we've added in some more Voltron merchandise. For my anime fans, I have this new plushie from My Neighbor Totoro. We're going to try to be a little bit more educational for a change with a new segment we're going to call Cover Story. Everyone knows about the famous cover of Captain America punching Hitler. But what you may not know is the long and controversial history of that cover. In 1938, the Nazi Party had taken over Germany and had begun doing their Nazi things. In 1939, there was even a strong Nazi Party in the United States. In 1940, Nazi forces had already invaded France and Poland. That's the year that Jack Kirby and Joe Simon had had enough. This is when they put out the famous cover of Captain America punching out Hitler. At that time, we were not at war with Germany. So to give you context for today, that would be like a character punching Putin out on the front cover. By and large, in the United States, the Nazis were very unpopular. But at that time, Americans were super against getting into any kind of conflict with the European war. But there was an American Nazi Party, and they called in threats to the publishing offices. And it became a concern from the workers in the office for their safety. But one day the phone rang, and it was Mayor LaGuardia on the other end. Mayor LaGuardia was well known for being a fan of comic books. And he said to them, "You boys are doing a fine job over there. The city of New York will see that no harm comes to you." And he sent police to protect the timely offices every day. So legend has it, one day some Nazis got through to the lobby and wanted to confront whoever created this cover. And what did Jack Kirby do? He rolled up his sleeves and headed for the lobby. In 1943, he was drafted into World War II, and for his artistic talents, he was chosen as a scout. In those days, this was one of the most dangerous jobs for an infantryman. It was his job to go deep into Nazi territory and sketch maps of towns. Captain American comics had helped sway public opinion as to the merits to be involved in the war, and were a big boon to morale. At one time, the United States Army was one of the biggest buyer of comic books. Jack Kirby was discharged from the military with honors after getting a really bad case of frostbite. After returning to the United States, he continued to use his artwork to be a positive influence on society. And, of course, he went down in history as one of comic books' greatest names. Since this is the 100th year anniversary of his birth, we will be talking about Jack Kirby a lot this year. I hope you found this interesting. Let us know if there's any other famous covers you've ever wanted to learn about. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about the share and win contest, and I'll see you on Wednesday. But I'll get in trouble for this.
Maybe a little.
I don't want to say it, I don't want to get in trouble.